say open the phone like Instagram app and tap 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 on that. Hold on, tap tap tap. No, so we tell ya what a thing, what a thing. When you see the girls with the brown skin, far less when you see a shabby. They be talking about the one with the real bad thing. So me say big up yourself, and me know the thing. Upa kapi say kush not a little child thing. When you bust a pick and instead it must get loving. Hold on, the big up, double tap, double tap. Yeah, open your legs like the Instagram app. Tap 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 tap. Double tap, my girl, take a listen.
Hey, girl, bend down, let me hit that from the back. Body good, waistline intact. Top on the toothwash, clap the way you whine and go down. My girl, it's a rap. Hey, girl, bend down, let me hit that from the back. Body good, waistline intact. Cock it up and make the toothwash, clap the way you whine and go down. My girl, it's a rap. Now freeze, but some at wine on it. You a golden girl and I'm in it. See the way you move, oh yeah, I'm timing it. Love the way you look and wind down to the beat. Now girl, show them what you can do. Hand on your knees and call out your crew. Oh no, big up who you are there too. Anywhere you go, me I go follow you now. Girl, bend down, let me hit that from the back. Body good, waistline intact. On the toothwash, clap the way you whine and go down. My girl, it's a rap. Hey, girl, bend down, let me hit that from the back. Waistline intact.
Rendell, rock all, heady scene, so bend your back for the all of the 645 for the go up on your back for the TikTok, shake it up for the hold up, bend your back for the 645 for the go up on your back for the TikTok, shake it up. Well, pretty girl, and on your knees and drop on it. Press a jiggle, 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 non-stop on it. Bubble like pot on it. TikTok like a clock on it. Girl, is best you don't flop on it. Make the haters watch on it. Hot speed when you whine and catch on it. Lizard lock on it. Back it up like a truck on it. Make your bum bum truck on it. Bend your back for the all of the 645 for the go up on your back for the TikTok, shake it up for the bend your back for the
yo DJ,
allocate the rhythm now. Bubbly city, allocate the rhythm now. Yo, this is sound DJ MK, DJ Rap Day, DJ Zai, She's Fire Stripes. Team Outlet, dansa, jenfa. Just remember ça, don't voulez ça. Assez plat, ça, et suko et down back, ça, jenfa. Just remember ça, don't voulez ça. Assez plat, ça, et suko et down back, ça, jenfa. Got it talk, go sorting marigo or sawat. Man you go with me in a trance I was caught well like a diddy what's your name I forgot. But let me say go down jiggle. Just like Bismarck rose split in the middle. I want to hold you and swing you like a fiddle. And when we play I promise my thing will not tickle Jen from. Just remember Lessa, down will Lessa. Back Lessa, super M, down back Lessa, Jen from. Just remember Lessa, down will Lessa.
Can we do from Vini? Vini fait ça souper pour moi, Vini fait ça table pour moi, my hands keep up in a jeune back, my child love for your touch descend l'autre la wete y'a les airs. Vini fait ça souper pour moi, Vini fait ça table pour moi, my hands keep up in a jeune back, my child love for your touch descend l'autre la wete y'a les airs. Ou qu'a fait ça spin, ou qu'a y'a en les rimes. Ou qu'a fait ça bubble quand la brise qu'a fait chim. T'as down mall quand on dit what ice cream. Drop it flat like a heck when I take a nice stream. Fais ça souper qu'on chaque à la was. Dans l'époque où les sapés nous et sapés was. Dans belle comme on l'autre amados. Fait tout non freak out là où jiggle and pause fam.
Fais ça fait ya one drop.
Pour moi ouais. Vini fait ça table pour moi ouais.
Fais ça fait ya one drop.
Back my child love for your touch descend l'autre la wete y'a les airs.
Fais ça fait ya one drop.
Pour moi ouais. Vini fait ça table pour moi ouais.
Fais ça fait ya one drop.
Back my child love for your touch descend l'autre la wete y'a les airs.
Fais ça fait ya one drop. Et puis cock up. Then fight it up. You got the free home at Baba Shop now. Come. Who have some for the back of your left? Lucia, Mada, Wada.
Young Boss Entertainment.
Bash one day, no one day now.
My cafe one pot.
Et puis cock up.
My cafe one pot.
Who got the free home at Baba Shop now? Come.
My cafe one pot. Boom.
Fais ça fait ya one drop.
My cafe one pot. Boom.
Fais ça fait ya one drop.
My cafe one pot. Boom.
Fais ça fait ya one drop. Et puis cock up. Then fight it up. Who got the free home at Baba Shop now? Come. Fais ça fait ya one drop. Et puis kakop, kakop. Den feuille tiki-tok. Ou ka de fouet kon mak baba shop. Femme
Mwen ka fè one pot.
ou ka de belle femme kon ap la mahe. Tout man ye mwen gade. Ou na imaye. Kwe tout ad mwen et chaye. Ou ni a style ki original. Fè sa pete pap 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 kon aval. Ou nan chalet kon di fè a chal. Mwen emo la kon rasta man eme aital femme. Mwen ka fè one drop. Et puis kakop kakop. Den feuille tiki-tok. Ou ka de fouet kon mak baba shop now. Femme
Mwen ka fè one pot.
et puis kakop kakop.
Mwen ka fè one
Tiki-tok. Ou ka de fouet kon mak baba shop. Femme
Mwen ka fè one pot. Boom. Et puis kawot kawot. Ti taksel not a lot. I gade bon pa ka hen ti sa rou. Sa me dou la. Mwen ka fè one pot. Et puis kawot kawot.
Shake your bam 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 be dum be dum bam be dum be dum bam be dum be dum. And your bam 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 be dum be dum. Shake your bam 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 be dum be dum. And your bam 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 be dum be dum bam be dum.
I wish I had no feelings for you, so I wouldn't care about what you do. If I had no feelings for you, then I wouldn't worry over you. I wish I had no feelings for you, so you wouldn't treat me like you do. If I had no feelings for you, then I wouldn't cry over you.
Gente viu cucodu, o baile com tudo. Gente viu cute mamão, me dá cute não. Gente viu cucodu, o baile com tudo. Gente viu cute mamão, me dá cute não. Super cute mamão, o cai vai me dizer passe mamão. Super cute mamão, o cai prefere passe mamão. Super cute mamão, o cai vai me dizer passe mamão. Super cute mamão, o cai prefere passe mamão. Super catan, super wezot fam. When I ride to the Sankastri, want to the nom na Messi. Ipa ka me pale di CXC, ipa ka me pale di on degree. Men ka pale di man yo sexy, machine en ka jagra pa même sali. Me udu men ka kwe hi, ou poko mwen mi betu si. Kong hazali, tout koy hazali. Le yu vive Castri, i di nom la Messi. Kove pache hat sal yo la jenyan, men panti savon y jwen pou la ve bon Dieu. Ay papa, c'est gente fixe là. Oh yeah, where is your wallet? Ay papa, c'est ma maille comme ça. Gente viu cucodu, o baile com tudo. Gente viu cute mamão, me desot pa cute não. Gente viu cucodu, o baile com tudo. Gente viu cute mamão. down and she ball up. Hey yo, give me a lot that I rate you. Sing it out, hey yo, Lord you bad, you bad, you bad. She sing it out, hey yo, when you push it back I rate you. Sing it out, hey yo, Lord you bad.
Hello, 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 hello. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, she had the thing I love. How she from I don't know. Rock she waist and go low. Pick up the place like a dojo. So what you say, what you say, what you say? Pretty girl, when you come my way, how you do, what you do, what you do? I must get through. Girl, roll up now, you show me that wine. Turn around, girl, don't be shy. Hello, 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 hello. Yeah, so girl, I love how the way you blow my mind. Hold me tight and bring down wine. Hello, 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 hello. Lord, hey. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Are you ready for it? You want give me that? No, no. Wind it up, ride it, front to the back. No long chat, just come to me. I'll give you that sweet type of love. Sweet type of love. Come give me that sweet type of love. Real type of love. Hold me, darling. Cause whole night we jamming. What you want to tell me?
I know you're watching how I'm walking up a ways. My body good, you wanna bet me for a pace. You wanna hold me down and lock me up for days. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
I want it.
I want you, and I could tell you want me to. I feel you, I could feel your love and push you. Just say you want me to. You need to.
You when you wind up on me, you when you push up on me, you when you twist up on me, I can tell that you want me. You when you bend your back and push back and bubble up and wind up.
I know you want me, I know you want me, I know you want me.
And I like it like this, just like this. And I like it like this, just like this. I like it like this, just like this. I like it like this, just like this. I like it like this, I like it like this. I like it like this, I like it like this.
Boy, we don't have no behavior. Total disorder. Don't cross the border. Don't cross the border. Bartender, hurry up with my order. Boy, the whole place get turned over. Can't play massive if we powder. Everybody know every time we touch them splinters. That's my show. Fine, 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 no Holland pull up. Mash it, fine, fine, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining splinters. That's my show. Fine, 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 no Holland pull up. Mash it, fine, fine, fine. Every man put your hand up, every girl start whining. No, they can't drink like we. None of them can't fit like we. Can't have energy like we. Full of stamina, full of vibes like we. Vibes up from the time that we reach. Drinks up, now the madness release. We having a good time, we don't have no time for bad mind. Boy, we don't have no behavior. Total disorder. Don't cross the border. Don't cross the border. Bartender, hurry up with the order. Boy, the whole place get turned over. Can't play massive if we powder.
Tell them wicked people, fire go Bundy, fire go Bundy. Whoa, oh Lord, I said this is the year for love. Fire go Bundy, fire go Bundy. Whoa, say little boy you ain't bad at all. Another one just gone. Boy you beat your chest and smile. Say you's a madman. Another young boy fall. Your soul can't rest at night. Oh, you's a bad man. Bad man is a man who just defend woman and protect the young ones by any means, Lord. You ain't no bad man, boy, now. You ain't no bad man. A real bad man just make his own decisions. He don't need anyone. He only needs God. You ain't no bad man, boy, now. You ain't no bad man. So sit down, rock back. Tell them I don't need no strap to defend my people from wicked and evil. Whoa. So sit down, rock back. Big man look for a walk. You too damn evil. If they distress my people, then fire go Bundy, fire
wine. All heads turn when your waistline bump up over, you know. Cause you look so good. You dance turn over, you know. I don't mind you whining for yourself. Bring it over, you know. Cause you whine so rude. And I said no long talking. When we whine, when we whine, when we whine. Only slow dancing. Bring it back one time. Baby say no long talking. When we whine, when we whine, when we whine. Don't stop, girl, you just right time. Like how you roll double time. Sing, girl, you got the wine. Don't waste your time. Hey, girl, I'm tired of the lip service. You got the wine. Don't waste your time. Hey, girl, I'm tired of the lip service. You got the wine. Don't waste your time. I'm tired of the lip service. Why your body, girl, move those hips? When you whine, see my heart stop skip. So me say, come closer to me, closer to me. Skin raised when I touch your body. Come closer to me, closer to me. DJ play, girl, whine your body. Come closer to me, closer to me. Skin raised when I touch your body. Come closer to me, closer to me.
The hits FM 92.1, the maximum music.
I like it hot, baby. I like it hot. I want it hot. I like it hot. Give me. I like it hot. I like it hot. I like it hot. I want it hot. I like it hot. Yeah. Come now, baby, rise the temperature. Come now, baby, rise the temperature. Hot up the thing now, boy. Give me pepper. Hot up the thing now, boy. Plenty pepper. Nothing cold for this girl. Make it hotter than lava. Give me the hot weather. Down in the Caribbean. It's like 96 degrees. How hot I feel it for you. And nothing wrong with a little cold breeze. But one thing I want you to know. I like it hot. Yeah, I like it hot. Baby, I like it hot. I want it hot. I like it hot. Give me. I like it hot. Yeah, I like it hot. I like it hot. I want it hot. I like it.
Everybody! You have liquor in your cup and put it up. Party bad up, bad up. The amount of bottles will be pop. Still the bar can't bust. The whole team link up. Now everything sync up. Right now we're higher than a treetop. We gonna shell it like we never did before. And it's party, we party, we party, we love. Party, we love. Party, we love. Party, we party, we party, we love. Party, we love. Oh, yeah. Party, we love. Party with me friends. Party, we love. Yeah, yeah. Party, we love. 24/7. Party, we love. Yeah. Vibes up. Day, dance, turn right up. Yeah. You don't know we come out to play. Big girl them looking sexy. Well, okay. Hands up, hands up. I say I wanna see your hands up. Yeah. Dance now, dance now. Let me see you bust a dance now. Yo. And it's party, we party, we party, we love. Party, we love. Party, we love. Party, we party, we party, we love. Party, we love. Oh, yeah. Party, we love. Party with me friends. Party, we love. Yeah.
I'm not leaving, that's impossible to do. Cause if you want me to go, you can be looking the way you do. You can be cooking the way you do. You can be hooking me. If you want me to go, you can be looking the way you do. You can be walking the way you do. Because you're hooking me. Come on. I don't know what to do, so I'm pleading. Plus you will give me no reason. You tell me this the end of the season. Mash up everything, dress so. But you don't understand when you watch me. I said I see that I win the lottery. How you go pick up dress so and then dump me? No, baby, no. But your back on me clothes in a garbage bag. You put it on the ground by the roadside. You tell me get out your place to come inside. Baby, don't do me that. You go break my heart. Can't believe you're ready to give up on me just so. Cause if you want me to go, you can be looking the way you do. You can be cooking the way you do. You can be hooking me. If you want me to go, you can be looking the way you do. take a sip, yeah, and I'll forget about it, yeah, yeah. Forget about it, yes, yes. And when I don't get a having a bad day, obstacles get in my way. I just need a hit, and I'll forget about it, yeah, yeah. Forget about it, yes, yes. So hear me now. So where to go, where to go, where to go, where to go, where to go from here now? I need a place, need a place, need a place. Problems can't find me. See, it's one thing after the other. I can't take it, my brother, no, no. So if you see me out on the road, holding drinks in my hand, if you find I'm getting on bad, that's part of the plan. Don't question me. This is my therapy. This is my way out of it. See, when things in my life start going wrong, just mix me something strong, and I'll take a sip, yeah, and I'll forget about it.
Alright then, this is the way we do this. This is the way we do this. So this is the way we do this. And this is the way we do this. When we are celebrate, so we do this. About the party, so we do this. Make a girl them bubble, so we do this. At the Jamaican, we are do this. This is the way we do this. This is the way we do this. So this is the way we do this. And this is the way we do this. When we are celebrate, so we do this. About the party, so we do this. Make a girl them bubble, so we do this.
Ta-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na. Oh, girl, baby, oh baby. Talk about love, talk about trust, talk about forever, baby. Talk about us. I give you my word, stick to my guns. Believe me when I say it, baby. It's just begun. You don't understand, oh girl. Fully days on my plan, but baby, ta-na-na-na, ta-na-na-na. Oh, girl, baby, oh baby. Talk about love, talk about trust, talk about forever, baby. Talk about us. I give you my word, stick to my guns. Believe me when I say it, baby. It's just begun. You don't understand, oh girl. The full intent of my plan, but baby, I wanna be your sole provider. And baby, I wanna stay that way for the longest time. Baby, I wanna be your sole provider. It's so real. I know you've been hurt. I know you're love shy. You don't have to say it, baby. It's gonna take some time. You got my heart in the palm of your hands. I swear it's gonna stay there, baby. Give me half a chance. You don't understand, no. The full intent of my plan, baby. I wanna be
Authority.
It's time you ready now. Hear me I say, no, shall we in the bad West New Street out of Jamaica represent 92.1. Seclusion maximum music and authority.
Well, them try everything, yeah. But see me out, see me out, see them way every day. When no never work, when the hope you never work. Them try poison me, but it never work. It never work, no. And when them say it no work, them come in on me place, pine gun in on me face, but it never work. It never work. And so them get me find out, God in a me corner. Well, them try everything, everything. Still a walk, still a talk, still a well, them try everything, yeah. But see
It's 92.1. This is Indigo Prodigy checking in with you.
when no never work, when the hope you never work. Them try poison me, but it never work. It never work, no. And when them say it no work, them come in on me place, pine gun in on me face, but it never work. It never work. And so them get me find out, God in a me corner, in a me corner. People you want feel loud a boy, yeah. Enemy you want feel left a boy, yeah. 'Cause God in a me corner, in a me corner. People you want feel loud a boy, yeah. Enemy you want feel left a boy, yeah. Alright then, I God alone can't stop this. With all the wicked and the evil them a practice. My skull them can't practice, no yard can't come knock this, can't hook me with actress.
My baby, my baby, my baby. Don't leave me, girl. Don't leave me, girl. If you say you love me now, you could be my one and only forever. One and only forever, girl. And if you say you need me now, I could be the one and only for you, my one and only forever. More than friends with benefits, girl, me love your many tricks. No follow jealous people, cause them mind on in a precipice. Princess Black, they make me sing like Eddie Fitz. Just say you love me, me believe you when you tell me this, tell me this. Why me think about you every 10 minutes, 10 minutes. You know see this love, no have no enemies, enemies. Them why we love disappear, so baby pull me in there and whisper this in my ear, say baby. If you say you love me now, you could be my one and only forever. One and only.
DJ Shabba. Yo, this is Moto right about now. I want to become 92.1 Hits FM. You don't know the thing, man. Wicked thing, wicked thing.
Would I love it if you keep me Bangkok? I wish you woulda treat me like a yacht. Keep me wet while the waves them a rock. Why you can't stay up on me like the corner and keep your lips on me like your marijuana? I woulda love it if you treat me like the club. Stay up in on me whole night just a bump and grind and rock. You don't understand what your woman needs from her man. While you're them on the streets all the time, just bear this in mind, boy. These streets don't love you like I do. You need to know that you wanna keep your woman loving you. Then you need to show that the love we have where it takes so much effort to build. You are about to blow that. But just like a played out jersey, you are about to get through. I wish you would have. You know, I can still remember that it was just me and you. Suddenly, it turned you and your crew. Forget everything about your boo. Oh boy. I wish you woulda treat me like your clock. I woulda love it if you keep me on top. I wish you woulda treat me like a yacht. Keep me wet while the waves them a rock. Why you can't stay up on me like the Ghana and keep your lips on me like your marijuana? I woulda love it if you treat me like the club. Stay up in on me whole night just a bump and grind and rock. You don't understand what your woman needs from her man. While you're there on the street all the time, just bear this in mind. Wow, these streets don't love you like I do. You need to know that you wanna keep your woman loving you. Then you need for sure that the love we have when it takes so much effort to build. You about to blow down, but just like a plate of jersey, you about to get through my face.
The food you cook, me love the clothes where you have on. Yeah, me love the way you keep me safe in a storm, and you alone can make me feel calm. Whoa, oh, me never feel like this from a van, but now me see the right thing clearly on the wall. You want me at the right thing clearly overall. Loving running over like Niagara Falls. You're my favorite boy. You bring such joy to my world. Tell me I'm your
flexing away through the night, we are texting away. Killer, lock up my songs, don't listen, no jumping train. Cause you'll get in your way. Him watch she study all night, I'll work and don't play. But she sang no way. Only I respect you are the real big man. But what him don't really understand, yeah. She's my motivation. Oh yeah, and I am her inspiration. Oh yeah, and if you say we are part that mash up me heart over my without me other half. And her love is God's perfect creation. Girl, that's just the first time we kiss. I would tell you're the one for me. Not the first time we walk hand in hand. Give me feel it in my heart, girl. And anytime you're gone, you're not there. Yeah, you really want. You really love your more each and every other day. And when you're family, don't seem to see it our way. Yeah, she's my motivation. Oh yeah, and I am her inspiration. Oh yeah, and if you say we are part that mash up me heart over my without me under half. And her love is God's perfect creation.
All we need is one night together, and we never wanna be apart. We'll share a love like no other, and I'll forever protect your heart. Let me love you, girl. Oh yes, let me love you, girl. Oh yes, oh yes. A long time me I see you around the place and realize you was a woman with no have no time for waste. So let me give you love and reality, strictly positivity. Once you're happy, so I give you my everything. And still about this one, I see you smiling all the time. The joy you when you and I intertwine. Right now it's just a dream, and me want me come reality, reality, baby. All we need is one night together, and we never wanna be apart. We'll share a love like no other, and I'll forever protect your heart. Let me love you, girl. Oh yes, let me love you, girl.
About 5 minutes after the hour of 10 o'clock in St. Lucia and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. That's the voice of the man J Boog right here on Hits FM 92.1, 91.1, the maximum music authority.
You cool me down. You cool me down, girl. And time is wasting whenever you're not around. Look like you cool me down, girl. I don't need another lover. I don't even have to bother. I found it in you. Now I feel brand new. You understand the little things that make loving worth. You give me all I need and more, and I love you, girl. Oh, since we've been hanging, no more flirting around. Ooh, girl, you cool me down. You cool me down, yeah. And she gives me something that keeps me staying around. This girl cools me down. You cool me down, baby. And what you giving to me? Me have to tell my friend from Chimney. She have the size and the figure well suited for me. And yes, she bright and she write love letters for me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Me and my woman make a perfect team. Like the perfect watch to the perfect jeans, I tell you. And if you bitch me, it won't even have me. Oh, this is real, I'm not dreaming. Cause when I'm around you, feel high, still feet on the ground. Woman, you cool me down. Baby, baby, I'm the daddy that I found you. You don't leave for anything you want is good. Got a big bright smile, but my days are dark. Hungry till I can barely walk. Oh, don't watch the look on my face. No, no, don't have no food and my cupboard's dry. Only God knows how I get by. That you've ever seen. Selling her body wasn't in her dreams, no. Don't watch the look on her face, no. No, because we have a pleasant look. If you don't know the story, don't judge the book. Please don't watch the look on my face, no. Even though anything you want is calling me. I got a big bright smile, but my days are dark. Hungry till I can barely walk. Oh, don't watch the look on my face. No, no, don't have no food and my cupboard's dry. Only God knows how I get by. Oh, don't watch the look on my face. No, she's the sweetest thing that you've ever seen. Selling her body wasn't in her dreams, no. Don't watch the look on her face, no. No, because we have a pleasant look. If you don't know the story, don't judge the book. Please don't watch the look on my face, no. Even though I smile, it is only for a while. My tears could fill the river Nile, but I sweep my troubles underneath my pride. Yes, I'm gonna smile, though it's only for a while. Till my worries subside, I will smile. As the days go by, yeah.
Out comes the sun, shining on my face again. Grades get me high so I can meditate. Oh, dreams of brighter days. Highest grades we blaze. Dreams of brighter days. Giving thanks as the days goes by, giving thanks and praise.
As I open my window and glance through my window, I realize there's no turning back. got to complete life's journey, though things get contrary. Whoa, got to make it to the top. See, I'm searching for a way to survive. Working so hard, I know job will provide. Whoa, see, oh, I'm keeping my head high. Mama tell me the limit is the sky.
Dreams of brighter days, highest grades we blaze, dreams of brighter days, giving thanks.
Talk about love, talk about trust, talk about forever, baby. Talk about us. I give you my word, stick to my guns. Believe me when I say it, baby. It's just begun. You don't understand, oh girl, the full intent of my plan. But baby, I wanna be your sole provider. And baby, I wanna stay that way for the longest time. Baby, I wanna be your sole provider. It's so real. I know you've been hurt, I know you're love shy. You don't have to say it, baby. It's gonna take some time. You got my heart in the palm of your hands. I swear it's gonna stay there, baby. Give me half a chance. You don't understand, no, the full intent of my plan. Baby, I wanna be your sole provider. Baby, I wanna stay that way for the longest time. Girl, you are a queen.
Girl, you're always on my mind. Woman, I'm telling you the truth, yo. You're always on my mind. Baby, girl, always on my mind. You better trust in this, are you, yo. Girl, you're on my mind. So let me tell you, baby girl, cause you're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. In my thoughts and in my words, and girl, you ever in my rhyme. Girl, you're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Every hour, every minute, every second of my time. I'm addicted to your smell and to your skin and to your smile. Because the memories you left me of your touch is so fine. Searching for your tenderness, I keep on trying. Me up to get to loving down the line. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind.
Your love keeps pulling me in. If it's a battle I fight for you, I have to win to prove to you my love so deep within. It's 7 years and deeper since I reached prison, longing for my baby to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release the cure. What am I longing for? My baby to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release the cure. When can't we see each other again? When can't we see each other again? I know that someone must be there comforting you whenever you need a friend. I'll make you mine. Give me some time. Surely make you mine. It may be long but not forever. Ever. Get myself together. I love you, baby. Always on my mind. No matter the time. What am I longing for? My baby to love me more. What am I longing? What am I longing for? My baby to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release the cure.
We found the love of a lifetime, and I can see my whole future in your eyes. I don't believe
My heart is aching. Call on me anytime you want to. Call on me, baby girl, I want you. We grew together from way back when she was 9 and I was 10. She used to be my next door neighbor. She even went to school with my sister Michaela. Yeah. Now we're two grown folks. Years gone by and we still keep close. Loving me, I'm loving her the same. I just want you to know that I love you so. Oh. Anytime you need a lover, call on me. I'll be waiting. Anytime you need a lover, call on me. My heart is aching. Call on me. Anytime you want to. Call on me. Baby girl, I want you.
Every moment that I'm away, every hour of every day, I love how you take my breath away. In your arms I'm safe, secure, every care around me melts away. When you hold me, I forget every word that I wanted to say. I am really lost in your love, there's no one else for me. I surrender completely. Oh, my heart's racing, I'm shaking, caught up in the love we're making. This is no ordinary love. Oh, baby, your skin on my skin. Oh, it's so good, I feel like crying. This is no ordinary love. I don't ever wanna say goodbye. I can never breathe, never survive. Baby, you're my reason why I believe there's meaning in my life. I have faith in love, faith in us, and faith that this is right. I surrender forever tonight. Oh, my heart's racing, I'm shaking, caught up in the love we're making. This is no ordinary love. Baby, your skin on my skin. Oh, it's so good, I feel like crying. This is no ordinary love. And
Love is much more to life than just words. Love is much more than to say you love. Love is all on me, brother. Love is all on me, sister. When you love someone, love from the heart. 'Cause love is the sun, yeah. Love is the answer for every question. Just ask yourself why. Love is the key. Open the door when they're closing your face. Love shows you the way when you are lost. You can't find your way. Love is much more to life than just words. Love is much more than to say you love. Love is call on me, bro. Give me more again. Call on me, sister. You never find no one in this lifetime to love you like I do. So never mind things that people say that I'll never hurt you. You never find no one in this lifetime. So never mind, let time unwind. Baby, lay your head to rest, baby. Let us put love to the test, baby.
and let love lead the
And of
way.
course, that's the voice of the man Jack Cure. It's just about 10 minutes. No, did I say 10 minutes? It's 10:30. I'm having a hard time here, folks.
You never find.
It's 10:30 in St. Lucia and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean. Of course, you're locked onto the All New Hits 92.1, 91.1, the Maximum Music Authority.
Say that I'll never hurt you. You never find no one.
What a morning, man. I'm sure you've had a morning like this, where this, just everything seems to be going the opposite direction, right? Not that, things are not going your way, but just that the way you want them to go, right? Just have to work with it, right? Reset. Just kind of step back, take a big, deep breath, and, look on the bright side of things, yeah?
Burden you down, but I will still love you. Our friend said that you are not sincere. Your friend said proceed with care, but you see and feel the realness in me. Our love is meant to be. Our friend said that you're not sincere. Your friend said proceed with care. You see and feel the realness in me. Love is meant to be.
She wants to be like them people on TV. She wants to look like
the Maximum Music Authority hits.
she got big dreams. See herself on the big screen. She asked, do you love me? I say you're just right. Absolutely, I love you. This is how we do it. You are, girl. You don't have to change. You don't have to do a thing. No, just the way you are, girl. If you put on a powder, if you take off a pound, just the way you are, girl. Wake up with no makeup and I break up. Just the way you are, girl. In my eyes, you're a star, girl. Hey, she fit me, and she give me love plenty. Yeah, she authentic. This are the real thing, this are the plastic. See, I got big plans. Are you flipping my wife or now your husband? She said, what is it you like about me? Mr. Woman, you're not fit, change nothing. I love you just the way you are, girl. You don't have to change, you don't have to do a thing, no. Just the way you are, girl. If you put on a pound or if you take off a pound, babe, just the way you are, girl. Wake up with no makeup when I break up. Just the way you are, girl. And in my eyes, you're a star, girl. Yeah. Oh, ooh, ooh, yeah. Hey, star girl. Jano. Hey, sure. My girlfriend so classy, with the brains and the body of a champion. She a my Miss World, me a the Mr. Man, and she broader than a Kardashian. Me even watch TV. Inna me heart, me have a beauty queen. No man not lucky like me. I'm blessed to have you, my baby. I love you just the way you are, girl. You don't have to change, you don't have to do a thing. No, just the way you are, girl. If you put on a pound, or if you take off a pound, just the way you are, girl. You wake up with no makeup when I break up. Just the way you are, girl. In my eyes, you're a star, girl. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah. Hey DJ, can you play that song? Set the mood for me to all a different energy. I'm loving how the music sounds. You see the woman, them we are brave. Hey chimney, give me a little one drop. Make the bass line roll and catch. I'm in love how the rhythm just a tap. Me I'm a woman a rock. Give me a little one drop. Make the bass line roll and catch. I make we couple up and well I vibe non-stop. Me love it, me love it. Me love the juggling. All the one foot mother dance. So do no problem. Yo, nobody make up a face. No need mugging. Good vibes in the place. No one watching. Long time so when I feel like this, you me like this. The bean well clean so fresh. Oh yes, so blessed. Give me a little one drop. Make the bass line roll non-stop. Me love how the rhythm just a tap. Me I'm a woman make we couple up and double up and all I wine non-stop. It's like the drum and the bass line. You have it to hold you wind up your waistline. On it, me make one stop for just one drop of your love. To how you had me up a strap with lyrics. Give me the words and the melody to sing it. For make one stop, one drop of your love. Oh, one drop. Make the bass line roll non-stop. I'm in love out the music I top. Me I'm a woman I rock. Give me little one drop. Come make we couple love and double love and all of our non-stop. It's come a thing called Jim the Records present that thing called one drop for you and yours. Special request to all the nice and decent people. Wow, baby. And the voice of God, that's why they sing it, represented. Hey, hey, wow.
Puff, puff and away, so high, me get high, floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. First thing when me ride, wake up in the morning and the first thing me do, land a smooth kiss on me empress, then stretch across her and grab me spliff. Me have a whole meditation in the morning. Man need that healing for my soul. Cleansing the mind of impurities important. That's why me steam up before me touch the road. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Get high, high, high. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Get high, high, high. Roll up, roll up, get high, high, high. Roll up, roll up, man, I take a joke and feel no pain. Really make your life interesting. Make me fly out to space, Mars landing. All of me money, me I eat.
Once again, you're locked onto the only hits 92.1, 91.1, the Maximum Music Authority. Don't forget, coming up at 11 o'clock, we got Man vs. Zone. Flawless is going to be in the building. And, you know, I'm here already, so, you know, I'm always representing for the fellas, right? Also want to say good morning to the guys up at GVD TV channel 115. Special good morning to Vitus and the crew.
So high, me get high. First thing when me rise, I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my youngin', and she makes me feel alright. She make my heart sing when I'm low. She gave us no surprise. Give me wings, there I go. Takes me to paradise. Emergency! Puff, puff and away, me high, so high, me get high, floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high, floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. Floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. Floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. Floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. Floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. Floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. Floating on cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. Floating on cloud nine. on a way. So me get high, float in a cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. First thing when me rise, wake up in the morning and the first thing me do, land a smooth kiss on me empress, then stretch across and grab me spliff. Me have a whole meditation in the morning. Man need a dealing for my soul. Cleansing the mind of impurities important. That's why me steam up before me touch the road. Roll up, roll up, roll up. Get high, roll up, roll up, roll up. Get high, roll up, roll up, roll up. Get high, roll up, roll up, roll up. Man, I take a toke and feel no pain. Weed really make your life interesting. Make me fly out to space, Mars landing. All of me money me I invest in. Me I get this weed man, you know. Got me want some more. All the purple OG doggy give me 4. Push it up, remove the seed, throw them out. Roll up, burn up, release the ghost. So me get high, float in a cloud nine. Me high, so high, me get high. First thing when me rise, I'm in love with Mary Jane. She's my young yin, and she made
Just about 17 minutes on to the hour.
my heart sing.
And we've got Nicole Samuel in the studio with me. She's a performing artist, a choreographer, dancer, actress. And of course, this year is going to be representing St. Lucia down in Trinidad and Tobago. Is it Trinidad or Tobago? Or is it Kite Festa? It's in Trinidad. And you are part of a Kite Festa contingent.
I am, and this is my first time going, and I'm very excited.
Very excited?
Yes.
Tell us about the preparation and, you know, what's involved and what's in store. And I know you guys are going to give us a teaser, which has never been done before.
A teaser, yes, a show,
Right.
the whole show, yes, 2 times.
Twice.
Yes,
And so we're going to get it. I don't think it's ever been done before. It's always go down to Kite Fest and do your thing and then come home.
Right, I don't think it has never been done.
This year we're actually
this
giving
year it's so big, yes, you'll have to come and see it.
An opportunity to see what we're sending to Trinidad and Tobago.
That's right.
All right. So tell us a bit about the show itself. What type of preparation has been put in place so far, and what can we expect come? I think it's next Sunday.
It's on the 9th and the 11th.
Okay, so the following Sunday.
So the following.
All right. Saturday and Sunday, I think it is.
It's Friday and Sunday.
All right.
Yes.
So give you guys a day to relax and get back into it. So tell us a bit about the preparation and a part of the everything that goes into Kite Festa this year.
Yes.
Lucia.
Well, it's a play, The Little Folk Tale. It was written by 2 19-year-olds from Sir Arthur Lewis. They have already graduated, but it is such a big thing that is the play that is going, because I think this is the first time such 2 young people have produced something to go into Kite Festa. So I find kudos to them. That's Jessie and Monique. Okay. The preparations. It's very intense. It's the most intense preparation that I have ever done for a show before, for a performance.
Wow.
It contains it's almost like a Broadway musical. We have to dance, sing, and act at the same time.
Right.
So stamina has to be on point.
Right.
We do things like running, like doing laps around the cultural center and singing at the same time.
Wow.
Let me tell you.
In terms of the training, so you got to be fit to be
you
a part
gotta
of
be
it.
fit. You gotta be fit, and it even if you're not fit, it helps you get fit.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So it's called A Little Folk Tale.
A Little Folk Tale.
And it was written by 2 youngsters, who's graduated from the South.
Arthur Lewis. Yes.
How big is the cast?
The cast, we have about 40 people.
40.
To say, or 30, because I'm also going to count the musicians and because there's a whole band accompanying us as well. So about 40 of us.
And this is the first time you're doing this.
It's the first time I'm doing this. I
This-
have auditioned before and have not gotten in.
So this year is a triumphant year for you. This is your year.
Yeah.
What part do you play in the?
Oh, I have a lot of roles. I don't have a speaking role, but I play the Laja Bless, the spirits of the Laja Bless, the spirits of the Sukuya, the spirits of the Kokma.
So they put you to play all those spirits.
All those spirits.
Is there any particular reason?
I don't know. Maybe I'm that good. Jokes. But yes, I'm really enjoying it. And we're also doing a Lawas presentation, which is very important. You know, our roots and culture. So we have that.
And it is Lawas month.
It's Lawas month.
So it's fitting, rightfully.
That's correct.
Now, tell me a bit about you as an actress. I mean, that would give us an idea as to how well this show's going to come off, and then we'll talk a bit about the show that's scheduled for the 9th. Is it the 9th?
The 9th and 11th. 9/11.
We'll talk a bit about that in a bit. But tell me a bit about you.
Okay.
As an actress.
About me, well, I'm first a dancer before I'm an actress. Even if my mom told me when I was 3 years old, I said I wanted to be an actress.
Right,
but
so
at 5 years old, I was. Yes, at 5 years old, I was enrolled into the St. Lucian School of Ballet, and then I moved into Christy Lights, and then now I'm part of Silver Shadows Dance Academy. So yeah, it's been a journey. It's been a
little bird told me you even did some work in Jamaica.
Yes, actually I did. I spent 6 months there with Harmony Entertainment.
Right. How was that experience?
It was
culture
nice.
shock. Is it a culture shock?
Actually, in a certain way, yes, it's a culture shock. Jamaicans are definitely not St. Lucians. Right. So, and plus
fish tea. You've had fish tea, right?
Well, not where we were staying, but they were big on their fish for sure, and their soup. Yeah. And all that stuff, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and there were Cubans as well where I was staying. Majority was Cubans in Harmony Entertainment. So it was a mixture of cultures. We learned a lot. It was a nice experience dancing in hotels.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so Miss Samuel, could tell me a bit about what to expect come the 9th and 11th at the Cultural Center.
I think we should all expect a show that we have never seen in St. Lucia before. Even if I heard about Serafina that happened a couple years ago, right. I am sure, well, I personally, I didn't see Serafina. I heard a lot of good reviews about it, but I think this one though, in 2019, like technology as if everything is upgrading, and this one is going to be a blast.
A blast, especially, Lucians like to talk about, the cockman, all the spirit.
Exactly.
We love that. We love to, play in that. So I'm sure a lot of people are going to come out. Tickets are, have any idea how much the tickets are and where they're available?
The tickets are $25. They are available from cast members at the Cultural Center is going to sell those as well, and I think they're already out. I think
they're out. Okay,
yeah.
So folks, look out for them. Make sure you be a part of this this event. It's a little folk tale. Of course, it's taking place on the 9th and 11th at the National Cultural Center. This is our contribution towards Carry Festa 2019.
Big up.
So folks, come out and get a first-hand taste before we send it out. Before we go to Carry Festa, let's just have a chance to. There's a chance for you to analyze it and say whether or not you think we have a stand a good chance of winning. Yes. What do you think? You think we're gonna pull it off? I mean,
let me tell you, we're gonna pull it off. Yeah. We are going to pull it off. Okay, we must.
I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yes.
Right. We're supposed to have another cast member in with us. I'm not sure if he's late or just.
I am not sure where he is, but yeah.
But what else can you tell us about the play?
What else can I tell you about the play? Well, besides it shows as well people that are when they're going through desperate situations and like they have nothing left and they're really desperate and the things that they really have to do to get by,
right.
And that's why they become these creatures because they don't have a choice,
right.
So it's a kind of twist on it. It makes you think a little bit, it's not just the cockman, the soup thing. It makes you think.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Samuel, for dropping by really quick and shedding some light on the performance end of it. And of course, folks, we encourage you to come out to the National Cultural Center on the 9th and 11th and get a first sample, first taste of what how we're going to represent ourselves here in St. Lucia.
Definitely.
At Kite Festa, and I'm encouraging each and everyone to come out and really support this cast because they're carrying the national flag. We have to support them.
Yes, we do. Come on, people, let's do it. Stand up for St. Lucian. Let's stand as a unit. Come and support us. We are very excited. We want to show you this. Okay?
All right. Thank you very much, Mrs. Sarah.
Okay.
All righty.
You know what when me you think, girl.
Locked on to the only hits 92.1, 91.1. Just about 9 minutes on to the top of the hour. And of course, coming up at 11, we have Man vs. Woman right here on Hits FM. Keep it locked.
And I'm not used to this waiting, but for you nobody undisciplined. Everybody got a roll.
The Maximum Music Authority.
Me ready for you, girl. No matter what me say, me ready for you. I just one phone call. Me ready for you, girl. And when you call me, me ready for you. Don't ball. Me ready for you, girl. No matter what me say, me ready for you. I just one phone call. Me ready for you, girl. And when you call me, me ready for you.
You shine bright, make me see the light. Me a looking at your soul when you are looking at my eye. Me like when me see me life. I know nothing for me like. This is something when me like I. Have a energy when make it high rise. Remember when you say you love me bright eyes. Something I go burn up on the white rice.
Everybody gather round.
Me tell you me love you in the crowd. We have something beautiful little loud. If you need my love right now,
real talk never forget the dumb plan where we come from. Real talks never worry about me. Now we destiny don't plan. Some say we now live long. The others say a judgment road to live for. Next step say me sell my soul to Satan. God bless me for shame bad mind with it song. Andrew Blocks, me a go tell the boy Happy Grove. You coulda call it Papi Grove. Me life never easy, me don't tread the happy road. But miss me use lucky road. Me always dream big, say me a go lucky door. And MTV bring the episode. Shot in my head at grade 9 and that was a heavy load. Prince kick we out, we go touch your road. Trace skull, now me drop a C4. Every Thursday me dey a station a report. Even me a whole juvenile a free pre-court. Every school girl a give me deep throat. I'm first when me touch a pro more. Me can't get over shit. Anyhow, I wanna make you a wind up on me, so y'all, me fall in love. Me buy you a ticket to Barbados. Y'all, me fall in love. Your pretty little body, I'm coming back. I'm coming back. I'm comfortable.
I gotta make them fight me so hard. A lucky thing say me no go hard. A lucky thing me put me trust in the Lord. Them want me for dead in the mag like dog. No make the hope ya work and them get no reward. No make them get no reward. No make the hope ya work and them get no reward. No. Just see them sit down and a fight against me thing. I laugh. I see him with Judas and him friend them did fight against the king. Read the Psalms and realize I know nobody them. Them a try set me up with this body them. Successful life that I bother them. Power up and kill this snake on the ladder them.
Your dreams say you see me girl. Love real and I feel we well. Me a squeeze girl. Fly like Philly Bell. The love they come down. Take me money, take me money. Take me money, take me money. Take me money, take me money. Take me money, take me money.
Hold me like you can. Never see me again. Hold me like you can. Never see me again. Never see me again. Never see me again. Hold me like you can. Never see me again. What you will tell when you are buying you? Be more careful, do you can find dinner. I know anybody pour my drink, I know anybody buy my dinner. So what you just say enemy, heart you just a friend, just a friend. Me nah lie, me love me family, but me not trust you all of them. All of them might touch me, but that's how me feel. Big up and rule, cause up a sunny kneel. All of me long time brother from Teachfield. Long time picture them a whole heap on the battlefield. Some of them are filled with grudge. My loves are the realest talks, and my heart filled with love. I'm ready to
right now, man, more than a piano. Bring your body for me, show some love in a young. Man, I tell us me more than a piano. What a big broad body, me so happy me to come to now. God no man more than a piano. What a pretty face, what a pretty body, Jano. Man, I tell us me more than a piano. What a big broad body, me so happy me to come to now.
My dream, my dream, my dream, my dream, my dream. Tell you my dream is to live my dream. Hear the most I in me sleep when me sleep. Tell you my goal, my goal, my goal. All of my goal is to reach my goal. Live a happy life, put it on me headstone. Nobody no fi cry over me dead. Look at me now, when them treat me less than gold. Put me in a box like a rectangle. Oh oh, look at me now, look at me now, look at me now. I me just tell you my life, where them used to go round me, go round. No one used to go round me. My life was so lonely. Look at me now, look at me now.
If I want to be a fern killer, me no believe in a fern killer. Family, I me say family. Me love me family, them to me heart. Who do the earth, one of them real kill it dead to the end, dead from me start. Real of them. And them no know when we a buy 3 sardines and 1 pound of rice from shop. And them no know when we a get chased by cops and back and gun drop. And I know man make it now. Me know how struggle feel. And me know all of them. And me know how we now make them trick me and kill me. No way they must. I know the best thing that me know they phone and me know they my God. Y'all trick me and kill me. No way they must.
The Maximum Music Authority hits.
On the bed, you fi bang it again. And if you take it as a door, you slam it again.
The Maximum Music Authority hits.
Bubble than a river bed.
Underwater me, underwater. Underwater me, underwater. Underwater me, underwater. Underwater me, underwater.
No, fit when you take it and you take it. Sit down and you might take it and bubble like a magic. Then you pop it up, you say you profit. Up in the attic of the tower with the attic. And you see what you see now, so that's the aquatic. You see what you pin, so you give me traffic. And the way she book up in a jewels out topics. And the dish me put that up, step your bounce and me man them. Girl have been up in a 9 and in a 10. Send me never get that they go buy again. Can me rougher than a man with rubber band. As me come, so me ready back again.
I tune in to the #1 radio station, Hits FM. This is how we do music.
Are you looking for the best experienced and qualified staff in early childhood development? New Discoveries Early Childhood Development Center in Sanssouci, opposite the Solid Waste Management, is your final stop. We cater for children 5 weeks to 5 years, and we offer French, Spanish, information technology, life skills, problem solving, football, and field trips. We also provide after-school programs and daily drop-ins. We're open from 7 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily with affordable prices. Call 722-4750 or 460-2340 for more information. New Discoveries Early Childhood Development Center, where all promises becomes a possibility. With our motto, taking small steps towards big futures.
Do you want to live forever?
A little folktale, a bizarre tale of love, betrayal,
never step foot in my house,
and the supernatural. At the National Cultural Center, Friday, August 9th and Sunday, 11th August at 7:30 p.m. Admission, adults $25, children $10.
Ça fait la fête!
C'est mon nom, c'est Dr. Sigwe et puis
Lady Diane, notre station.
Nous avons invité au quitter
Kite Pep La Pale, lundi pour vendredi,
7h
pour 8h.
Nou ka opere sou 2 frequency, 92.1 an not pays et 91.1 an sud pays. Bon, Mazelen, qui ça nous ka quitter peuple la faire?
Nou ka kite Pep La Pale.
Asso
Hits FM et GVD TV.
Channel
115 115.
Kite
Pep La Pale.
Are you looking to grow your business? Hits 92.1 and 91.1 is in a class of its own when it comes to superior advertising. We target everyone between 18 and 80 years of age. You and your business are certain to get a significant amount of exposure, which will equate to an extreme increase in sales. Our packages, rates, and sponsorship opportunities are very affordable, so we guarantee that your advertisements will be heard by its intended target market. We even customize packages just for you. Our premier sales staff has several years experience in radio advertising, so you can rest assured and be confident in the capabilities of our team. We pledge first-class service with an even better result. Experience, satisfaction, and competence are guaranteed when you do business with us. Give us a call at 758-457-7488 or email us at caribbeanhitsfm@gmail.com. Make Hits FM your choice today.
We are in the building, you know. Yo, bigging up 92.1. This is one of the best radio station, Hits FM. Yo, run the tune, no slow down.
And of course, welcome back, and it's that time of the day. Man versus woman.
Woman versus woman versus man. Asylum, let's not do this morning. Let us not do this morning.
Man versus woman.
Woman versus man. Woman versus man.
I say. Let me prove why I'm right. Let me prove why I'm right. I started singing, and you just had to follow behind.
I didn't follow you. I started leading because you were doing a horrible job.
Of what?
Singing.
But what makes you think I want my
trying to lead?
But I'm not. Listen, this is carry my own key.
No, it's not.
I do it the way I like.
That's
it.
Not even a key, Asylum.
Good morning, Flawless.
Good morning, Asylum.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good morning to our listeners on Hits 92.1, 91.1, and our newly added family, GVD TV.
Hi.
Channel 115. Good morning, people.
Good morning.
Give them a wave. Give them a wave. Give them a wave. DJ Nayo, give them a wave.
Everybody do it.
Let us introduce the cast.
Yes.
All right. Yours truly, Asylum, DJ Nayo, and Flawless.
So while the fellas come
man versus woman.
What is woman versus man? Listen, let me tell you, you guys don't even matter. You'll have to save the best for last. It is what it is.
Yeah, okay, all right. Whatever floats your boat.
No.
Man versus woman. Good morning, St. Lucia. Once again, another installment of Man versus Woman. Of course, we want to say good morning to the folks in TV land, Channel 115, GVD TV, Great Vision Television.
All right.
Good morning to the crew, Vitus and the crew up in Sarat doing their magic, making this happen. And it is that time of the morning.
Yep.
You ready?
I'm ready for you.
You got questions for me?
Not yet. The questions are going to come after the scenario.
So we're going to do the scenario, then questions?
Yes, bro.
Shoot me.
It says, good morning, Flawless and Asylum.
I know it didn't say Flawless and Asylum, but go ahead.
Okay, guys, so I have this. I actually got this yesterday.
Right.
But I decided to save it today. Because it's really juicy. Stephanie was like, oh my gosh.
So Stephanie got first dibs.
Yes, she did. Before you. See,
okay,
ladies first.
Yeah. When it comes to gossip, yeah.
Whatever.
When it comes to Roro and things, yes.
So it says, I am 26 years old and I want, good morning, Flawless and Asylum. I am 26 years old and I want a baby. I believe that I am fully capable of taking care of a child at this point in my life. The only issue is I really don't want to sleep with a man. I know this sounds crazy. I've dated guys before and it was okay, but I never really felt a connection with any of them. I've always been really attracted to women, and to be honest, I am presently in a relationship with a girl. It feels so natural for me. We have so much chemistry. Our relationship has so much love and communication. We love and respect each other, and we're loyal and honest even when it hurts. I've never felt a connection like this with anyone in my life. I've spoken to a few people about it, and everyone tells me I'm crazy and I should bring a child into this world the way it's meant to happen. But who are they to judge me? I see no problem with the decision
Sorry, I see no problem with my decision, but only a few people in my life are supportive of my choice. I really want a baby, but I can't bring myself to sleep with a man. At this point, it just feels wrong and disgusting. Am I wrong for this? I need some advice.
Oh boy. I'll let you go first.
Jesus, take the wheel.
Take the wheel. I mean, there's a couple things that comes out right off the bat that strikes me as, this person's not really sure what they want. One, she talks about being in a relationship with a woman feeling natural.
Right.
But she doesn't want to have relations with a man to have a child, which is the natural thing.
Right.
She finds that disgusting.
Right.
All right. So let's just look at this. Look at these 2 points.
Right.
I mean, you're doing something that I wouldn't say is disgusting, but it's not natural. Or is it? Is it natural? These days it is.
For some people.
For some people it is. I mean, these days it's natural for some people because there are people out there who clearly have never slept with a person of the opposite sex.
Right. And
so to them,
people,
if what they know
taboo
is
to a lot of people.
Right. What they know is what's natural to them, as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
But if we're gonna talk about the laws of humanity and everything else, you're kind of putting the horse before putting the carriage before the horse, kind of thing. When you say that. Conceiving a child a natural way is not a natural thing for you, but being with someone of the same sex
it
is
feels natural.
So I see some confusion here in this person's head.
I don't think the person is confused. I think she said she's been with a guy.
Right.
It was okay, but she never really felt a connection.
But is the connection what is going to bring forth life, which is what she's looking for?
No.
Exactly.
But the connection is for long-term ship. Like if that's the person you plan on being with and you don't have any type of connection, you don't feel for that person the way you're supposed to feel. I don't see the sense of staying with that person.
I mean, I'm not saying in any sense that or one way or the other that two people of the same sex cannot raise a child. Because a child really needs love, and love could come from two male or two female, right? As sort of family structure, the structure of the family, if you want to go back to the Bible, talks about a man and a woman.
Right.
And that's the issue.
Moral laws.
Exactly.
Right.
And that's the issue that we most likely would have.
Right.
And I've always believed, whilst there are women out there, especially women who have done great jobs as raising their children on their own,
right,
even boys.
Right.
There's just some things that a woman cannot really bring to the table when it comes to teaching a child certain things.
True.
I mean, you can come to the table, but you will not ever be as effective as if that child had a father figure to deliver those messages or those stories, those life stories to that child.
Yeah, I totally understand.
There's a difference between passing the grade at half and full, like passing at 95%.
Right.
There's a huge difference. So I honestly believe that whilst I know that a man or a woman can raise a child, I believe that there's going to be elements missing in that child's life.
I mean, not necessarily if the person has an uncle or the child has an uncle.
It's never going to be the same.
I'm just saying, no, but
from a child, no matter what age, as you grow into adult, the love that you would have for a father, you even if you love your uncle dearly, you would never have that identical love for an uncle as you would a father.
Right.
Because the father comes with this just so much added to it.
And I get that, but
and the mother or auntie.
Right, I get that, but I personally feel like it's okay. If that's how you want to raise your child, it's your child. If that's you really want a baby, you don't want to be for a guy. Hey, that's
no, but
your
not
decision.
necessarily because that's the way you want to raise your child. That is right, eh?
But who are you to say what is right and wrong?
The thing is, we have certain principles that we live by.
Do we?
Yes, we do.
We're in 2019.
Doesn't mean that we live by them. Doesn't mean that we live by them.
I'm saying they're there.
But doesn't.
We don't even acknowledge them anymore.
Majority of us do not live by them, and that I think is the problem with society today.
Let me tell you.
We overlook the very things that are fundamental to our beings.
Right.
Are fundamental to us being who we are, or being upstanding, hardworking citizen or hardworking country.
Right. Let me tell you how I see. Remember, I think we had this conversation a few weeks or so ago, and just the whole idea of people wanting like people dating the same sex, like a woman and a woman being together. Like I told you, I don't judge. That is their decision, and even there are people who can't tell it. It feels natural for them. That's why I totally understand where she's coming from. It feels totally natural for her because she doesn't feel. She tried being with a guy.
I don't know if you can use the term totally natural. I mean,
Yeah.
maybe you can say that this is where she wants to be. Or she can say this, but to say that being with
Because
the opposite
there are
sex
people,
is
and we
totally
discussed
natural.
that.
That is going
There are
against the laws.
people who were born with a lot of male hormones aside.
I don't even think it's hormones so much. I mean, like for instance, and I'm not going to go into this whether or not I believe in gay and lesbian and straight people. I'm not going to go into it because you know how I feel. I respect people for who they are.
Yeah.
Bottom line, I don't care whether you're lesbian or gay. I respect you. You respect me. I respect you.
Yeah.
I have a sister who I have now had to learn to accept her as a sister as opposed to a brother, which she was born
a brother.
And now I've gotten to the point where I actually refer to her or speak to her as a brother sister kind of thing.
All right, and again, that and you respect.
I'm
her.
open-minded when it comes to these things.
But what I'm trying to do
because
is
I have lived it firsthand.
Right, but I'm trying to get you to understand why they think that way.
But I don't know if when it comes to children, I don't know if when it comes to children and raising children. Now, here's the thing: you want to have a child, right? You want to bear a child, okay? But you do not want to do it the natural way. Now, the only other way is artificial insemination.
Right.
If you don't want to have relations with a man to become pregnant, you have to do it artificially.
Right.
Now, here's my problem. That is my problem right there. Right. You still want. It's almost like you want your cake, but you want to eat it too.
Yeah. It's not almost like that.
But that's what
That's what it is.
That's what it is. So
let's say it how it is.
To me, if you eat the cake, you don't have it anymore. If you don't want to eat the cake, then you have the cake. So you have to make a decision. She has to make a decision. I mean, as much as there's doctors and institutions that are offering this service, which is becoming it's $1 billion industry now.
Yeah, and it's not even for people of that lifestyle, but
people who
are
can't conceive.
Just like those with.
I think I am more up to support someone who cannot naturally have a child that decides to take that route than someone who can and decide because of the lifestyle that they've chosen or who they think they are,
who they know they are.
All right, who they know they are. Then
that's the thing.
Then
that's the thing. Asylum. It's not a feel. I don't even know how to explain.
But for some people it is. There's a lot of people.
There are people who are just
the fad. It's a fad.
There are some people who just do it for style.
Everybody seems to be doing it. But when I look at my brother who's now living as a full-fledged woman, as far as back as I can remember, flawless. This little boy had no boy in him.
That's what I know. That's what I'm saying.
So for people like that, I can relate.
Exactly.
And I can open the door and let you in and do what support you. But for people who decide, well, boy, all my friends them dating their own mates, like I'm gonna do the same thing.
Right, and that is something totally different.
There's a lot of people out there like that.
I know of lesbians who are grown and never been with guys ever,
and that's
ever.
Fine. That's fine.
You get me? In her situation, I understand that she tried out the man thing because let me tell you, I've seen situations.
Something like you walk into batter to buy a pair of shoes.
I've seen situations where women only probably and even I remember when Jessica came here, Jumba, big up yourself, Jessica. She was saying that there are people who are afraid to come out to their parents or just to society out of fear that they'll be,
right. So stick up in. Now you believe that this is who you are because that's what you're telling me.
Yeah,
right. It's who they know they are.
Right.
But you're afraid to let people know who you are.
Why? Because it's not nobody accepts it.
At the end of the day, one's only responsible for oneself.
Right.
Whilst it's important to have the family support and the friend support and society in a whole support, you are still totally responsible for yourself.
And I totally get that, but it's not even the support we're looking for.
And
What we're
that's the
trying
thing.
to avoid is the jokes, is the coming
you know
out,
what?
is
We- and
sending
I-
stones
okay.
at me because I'm gay.
In
So
this-
you want to send a stone after
in
me?
this day and age in St. Lucia especially, that's a thing of the past.
Asylum, come
It's
on.
Whenever listen,
Nayo,
listen
come
to me.
on.
People
If
do not-
your friends
look,
on the block
we
and a
are
gay
more
person
tolerable.
passing,
We are more
the measy jokes, no.
We have become more acceptable to this type of lifestyle than ever
No,
before.
Asylum.
You're seeing lesbians walking on the street hand in hand, kissing. You're seeing gay guys walking in the street and people don't even pay them any attention
Let me
anymore.
tell you,
that
no.
thing is almost null and void.
Nah, it is
It's
still.
not as long,
it is,
not,
there are
not,
still
not the
people.
way it used to be.
Probably not the way it used to be.
So-
That's why people are coming out more now. You get me? But it's still there. It is still there.
Look,
And there was typical
let me tell you
example
something.
about a few weeks ago. A few friends of mine and I were walking
Right.
over by Blue Coral, and this guy was selling ice cream. I'm not going to mention your name. I know you very well, but I'm not going to mention your name.
The ice cream guy.
The ice cream guy. He spotted of some friends of mine, and this guy just started going. Them made a big scene.
You know what?
For
These are
nothing.
attention seekers. These are people who just they're
No.
they're doing it maliciously. It's not because the lifestyle affects them in any which way. And you know what I've learned? I've learned, and this is so true. Half of the people who trouble and curse and say things about gay and lesbian people is because they're trying to divert their attention from themselves because they're in the closet.
I wouldn't.
Majority of them are hiding.
I wouldn't say that.
A lot of them are hiding. A lot of them, when it suits them, they'll tolerate gay and lesbians.
Let me tell you what I've heard. Mostly, I've heard people say when they're like bashing gays and lesbians. That's not of God. Always the case.
Well, that's the easiest thing to do.
That's not of God.
It's the
All of
easiest
that's
thing to do.
abomination. You're going to
whenever
hell.
you find people who do that out of a genuine concern for the ways of the Bible,
right?
There's few of them. Very few of them.
No, who are genuine.
The others use it. Just because it gives them, it gives it validates their cause.
Right.
They're not true, and some of them they associate with the gay and lesbian when it suits them.
Yep.
So to stand here in 2019 and tell me that gays of 2001
right.
had it this on the same level in terms of people ridiculing them, and no, it's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't say the
It's
same
not.
level,
It's
but I
not.
mean the stigma is still at the end of the day.
It's there. I'm not saying that it's totally
At the end of the day,
gone.
there are people, especially if you're raised in a certain type of home, right? It's very difficult for somebody to just come out openly. Or probably your mom is of a religion that's not accepting of that.
I'll probably tell you that, whilst again I'm going right back to the whole family structure. whilst the family support is important to everything that you do, it's good to know that they're there with you, right? But it doesn't define you, right? It's not gonna make or break you if you're determined to be who you are, what you want to be.
I totally get that.
There are people who have gone on their own and become successful, extremely successful, to the point where the same family regretted not supporting them
out
in
of
the first
100
place.
people, how many people did that? Probably
But you know
one
what?
person.
It's the determination.
And I totally get
It's
that.
the
But
drive that
I
you
think
have
not everybody
towards-
has that drive and that mindset. If they had that mindset.
The thing about it though, certain things in life comes with a certain ball game. If you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
If you choose to be gay and lesbian, you know that
what it
our
comes
society still shuns that. You know what it comes with.
Right.
So you have to bend your mind to go against that. Anytime you decide that you're going to become something that is out of the norm, the fight is going to be a lot harder than normal.
Definitely.
And if you're not prepared to fight that fight, then you're going to lose right off the bat.
Exactly. But that's what I'm saying,
So,
not everybody can fight that fight. People would rather hide. People
then-
hide in the closet for years.
So then you stay in the closet.
There are people who
Then
come
stay-
out of the closet in the late 60s, 70s.
And that's fine. There are people who decide to keep their life private. Does that mean that they're in the closet?
No, but their life is private. Nobody doesn't know about
and
it.
I think that's what's important. Right?
Privacy.
No, I mean, I believe that if any one man or any one woman decides that they want to be with somebody of the same sex, you don't have to pasted all over the country.
No, you don't. You really don't.
Even with heterosexual families or men and women, you don't have to paste your relationship all over the. I find that women have a tendency, and this is man versus woman here. So women have a tendency. They start dating you and they want the whole world to know.
Right.
Now,
Some men do it too, you know.
And I'm saying to you, whilst it shows it's a sign of happiness,
right,
showing that you're happy, you don't have to show the world. Because the relationship is between you and your partner.
A happy relationship is a private relationship.
There you go.
Not secret.
Private. and that's where people go wrong.
Right.
They mistake secrecy for privacy.
Right.
And that's just how it is.
I remember when my last relationship I was in, I'm not the type to post anybody over my Facebook page.
Right.
This is not in my nature. I'll not do it. But the person I was with at the time decided to take my phone and post like crazy,
All that
right?
stuff, yeah.
We broke up.
Because of that?
No.
Oh, okay.
But now I have to take all the pictures down. You see
there
me?
you go, and start all over again.
I was like, dude, like they weren't even supposed to be there.
Y'all hear that? Don't mess with Flawless. Anyways, Flawless, you know what we haven't done? We haven't given our number. The number in the studio is 458-2488.
Or 721-3303.
That's WhatsApp.
And you can call via WhatsApp
as well. All right. So, folks, if you want to give a contribution towards this man versus woman, the big issue here, we have a young lady who is in a same-sex relationship.
Mm-hmm. She's been with guys
before, but she's now in a same-sex relationship.
Right.
She thinks it's time for her to have a child, but she doesn't want to do it the traditional way.
She wants to do it the new school way.
The new school way. That's what you call it. The new school way. Are there any clinics? Do we have that? Are we able to do that here in St. Lucia?
I think.
You think so? There's some doctors that might be able to do that.
Yeah. I mean, if a woman is really determined, she can do it herself.
Yeah, I've heard of those stories.
You know,
That's why I'm very careful when I go to people's house not to eat turkey, because the turkey could be used.
You just go to SNS.
It says,
get it.
Our relationship has much love and communications. We love and respect each other, loyal and honest, even when it hurts. Mm-hmm. I've never felt a connection like this with anyone in my life. That's just a paragraph out of the entire scenario.
Yeah. I believe lesbians who are truly lesbians, truly meant to be lesbians, when they meet the person they're meant to be with, a woman or whatever.
That doesn't say that it doesn't happen with a male and female relationship.
I'm not saying no,
okay,
but not everybody. I don't know. Everybody has their thing, and I'm not.
To each his own, and I agree with you. To each his own.
I'm not the type to judge, and I've done research on why. Why lesbians, why gays, and it's beyond their control. They have no control over what they want. Well, I'm talking about real lesbians.
Just like we have
real
just like we have a lot of people out there with dreads, and dreads is associated with Rastafari.
But I'm talking about real
Rastafari.
There are fake rastas.
Exactly. So there are fake lesbians.
There are fake lesbians, but I'm talking about the real ones.
The real ones.
Talking about the real ones.
So
those, those with the beard.
How do you define? But that's just. I see women out there with beard and chest hair too.
And I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Like I've met those.
I do not believe that defines a real lesbian.
I don't think it does.
Maybe there's a
but
hormone
I think it
imbalance.
Has, right. I think it has a big part to play.
Having a hormone imbalance doesn't necessarily mean that because you sound like a man, look like a man, that you ought to be a man.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is what
I look at when I'm trying to figure out if someone's a real lesbian or not. I look at lifestyle. Let's take my little brother, for instance. Like I said, as far back as I can remember, as a little boy, when we were kids growing up, you would see me and my cousins playing on one side and the boys playing on one side, and the girls, he would join the girls. Anything they can do, he can do better.
Right.
You think at that age he knew he was going to be, wanted to be a woman? He didn't know.
He probably thought he was.
I'm talking as far back as maybe 5 years old.
He probably thought he was a woman.
But but you think that's the thinking that was going through the child's head? He just seen that he's gravitating, or he likes to be more with, and he grew that way.
I've seen videos on YouTube, Asylum. There was this one that really caught my attention. This little boy, born a boy, never wanted to dress like a boy.
Never.
He has a dad, he has a mom, he has brothers, he has sisters. never wanted to dress like a little boy. He's always he wants to wear a dress. He wants his high heels. He wants makeup and all of that. And at first, the mother was trying to tell him, like, it is not that's not right, basically. And he just wouldn't stop. He wouldn't stop. He said he is a girl. He kept saying he was like 5'6", and he kept saying that he is a girl. They let his hair grow out, and facially he looks exactly. Let me tell you, that child is you could see.
Whilst you can see traits, right? Whilst you can see traits and maybe preference. The child prefers to play with dolls. Prefers to maybe dress up like a girl. I don't think at 5 years old a child can say, well, I think I want to be a woman.
He didn't say he thinks he wants to be a woman. He said he knows he's a girl.
He knows he's a girl?
Mommy, why are you dressing me like a boy? I am a girl.
I don't think at that age that is possible.
Yeah.
Maybe a little later on.
It is on YouTube.
Maybe a little later on when they're able to understand more. I mean, at 5 years old, a child has
I remember the mother was putting some army thing on him and he was like crying.
Didn't want to put it.
A few years later, he's like, I am not a boy, mommy. Don't you understand? I'm not a boy. Stop dressing me like a boy. I'm a girl. Then the mother started buying dresses for me. Stop cutting his hair and all of that. And they just had to learn how to accept it, because if from so young this child is saying that, hey, I'm a little girl, I'm not a boy. I think there are people, and like I blamed it on sin. I'll continue blaming it on sin. Sin corrupted us all, and that's just what it is. We have no control over it. Hence the reason the Messiah came to die for us, because he knows we have no control over those things. So I'm not the type to judge. It is not my place. I leave everything in the hands of God. And if that's what you feel like doing, honey, this is for the writer. If that's what you feel like doing, do you? Only God can judge you. You don't have to ask anyone for any advice. That's how I see it. Pray about it. Ask God to help you make your decision or whatnot. At the end of the day, it's all up to you. Whatever makes you happy.
Now,
do you?
I am sensing with this young lady that there might be an issue or underlying issue that she's not telling us about. I really want a baby, but I can't bring myself to sleep with a man. At this point, it just feels wrong, and this is the word I want to pay attention to: disgusting. Right? That in itself would suggest to me that there's underlying reasons why.
Could be.
Right. So, if in fact, and there's a lot of lesbians who would tell you, or women out there who are in same-sex relationships who tell you, oh, you know what, I don't like being with men because this happened to me and that happened to me. Does it mean that because something bad might have happened to you from a male that it makes you lesbian?
No. That's those people I call bi-curious.
That is a question I get. That's a statement I get from a lot of women.
Right.
Now I would tell you, you know what, me, I don't want to be with a man because I've been through so much with men and this and that. And I even heard women say, if this relationship doesn't work, that I'm currently in with this man, I'm going to become a lesbian.
I've heard people say that so many times. But listen to that.
You know, like, to me,
listen to me.
Is being a lesbian just something to run away from?
I've dated guys before and it was okay, but I never really felt a connection with any of them. I've always been really attracted to women. What about that? I've always been really attracted to women.
There's a difference there, and like I said, there's a couple of terms out that's been thrown out there: bi-curious, that kind of thing, bisexual. But when you're going to brand yourself a lesbian or gay, that is because you've decided that is what
fluid.
Or what?
Fluid.
What's fluid?
Okay, so my adopted sister, we recently started talking again, and she was telling me she lives in England, and that's what they call it when you're bisexual. You're fluid. You can do.
You go both. Oh my goodness.
Yes.
There's so many terms out there, but to me, when you've decided to brand yourself as lesbian or as gay, I don't think that you should be crossing the floor.
Right. All right. So what about bisexual or fluid? You can
That
cross the
is,
floor.
well, I mean, that is just a lifestyle. I think. Yeah? I think it's a lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think there's some people out there who really just it doesn't really matter to them. They would indulge in almost anything
Because they feel the same
and
towards.
it lends to their character, to their understanding of life itself,
Alright.
to how they how much respect they have for the laws
Right.
of humanity.
Alright.
Some people don't care. Back to our story here, I believe that the young lady needs to really take a hard look, because I mean, in this day and age, yes, there's a lot of support mechanism in place to support families of same sex families, and I mean the partners and children.
And children, right?
There's a lot of other ways too. There's you know, what I do not understand is in a lesbian relationship, is there a male and female, or it's just two females?
There are different types of lesbian relationships.
Okay, so can you help me define?
So, YouTube, Everybody YouTube. If you want to find out about those things, YouTube it.
University of YouTube.
I did a little research just because, you know, we had to talk about that. There are like femmes. Femmes are like girly girls. There are studs.
Okay.
There are dykes. And there are
so
there are femmes.
Femmes, the girly girl.
Studs
obviously the male.
There are stems.
What's a stem?
Studs and femmes, like a combination.
And
there are dykes.
And on the other side of life, there's man and there's woman. Y'all see how complicated this whole thing has just become? And we haven't even touched the gay part of it.
So for the gays, it's just gay.
Just gay. So
but for the women, there are there are femmes. That's like girly girls. Two girly girls can be together. There are studs.
Two girly girls can't be together.
Can be together.
So then, when in the relationship structure, when you have two girly girls together, who takes the leading role, or is it just shared?
It's shared.
So there's no man, there's no woman.
There's no man, there's no woman. But there's no man.
Whilst a vehicle has, you know, its motor and the wheels, there's other elements that's put in place to make it move forward, to make it move. And then of course the almost important driver, the one driver.
Right.
There has to be one. There's no two drivers for a vehicle. One driver.
And not if you're in a Linux no, but let me tell you, what I've realized is a lot of lesbian relationships, the partners are really successful. Like they're like on their own. I think that they can be independent, but I don't know. Every lesbian relationship I've observed, for some reason, they're really successful, especially together.
Outside and together. I from my knowledge, I find that those relationships are they're very stressful. From the people that I've seen, there's always a lot of quarreling. They're very jealous.
Yeah,
and when there's jealousy, when there's a lot of jealousy in a relationship, that relationship will always be rocky.
No trust.
Always be rocky.
I totally get
I find that majority of lesbian relationships, I can see that they don't want you to talk to people you've known all your life. They don't want you to.
I wouldn't say majority.
Most of them, they see you. You know, I am a hugging type of person. Everybody I meet, I hug.
Right.
And I've had friends that are lesbian. They'll come up to me and they'll, hey, Asylum, give me a hug. And you see the other partner face going like, oh, that there.
Let me tell you what I've noticed. It's only the studs that do that.
Only the studs.
Yeah.
A stud is what defined as what again?
The male of the relationship.
Right. So
yeah.
Whenever you find a lesbian relationship with a stud and a girly girl,
it's
always the stud takes the role of the man.
Right.
And the girly girl takes
now there are studs who date studs as well.
Oh boy.
Right? Right? There are studs who date studs as
this
well.
morning,
that goes so deep. Then there are stems who sometimes just like girls, sometimes
we're
just
supposed
like
to be taking a commercial break right about now, but you know, this is our first show on GBD and we just want to give the people a taste of what man versus woman is like. We discuss issues that are affecting man and women.
Yeah.
We ask questions that maybe a man would want to know about a woman, or a woman would want to know about a man. So from time to time, we'll have a scenario,
right?
And other times we have a question.
We have questions. We actually have questions, about 3 questions.
And there are times when we have questions and scenario. This is a scenario kind of morning.
All right.
So there's studs. And
who date studs?
Who date studs?
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be like a gay situation?
Yes, that's exactly what it is. But I'll give you some juicy details after. Let me explain.
No, I want you to give it to me now.
So just now, so there are studs who date studs, and then there are stems. Stems can date studs and femmes because they're stems. They're like a mixture of
you
both.
have this thing narrowed down.
Yes, and then there are dykes.
That's just flowing.
Dykes are like raw, hardcore.
Anything goes.
Shirt off their chest by the beach with no shit on, and they just let loose, and because they're guys in their mind.
They're guys with feminine parts, right?
They're guys, right? So they they have the vest around their neck, the pants under their bum, and they by the beach, and they look careless,
Yeah.
This is
what beach they go to? What beach they go to?
No, like different beaches. No, that's not down there. Actually, that's YouTube. Again, YouTube.
All right.
And there are gay men, who think there's so much like women, they actually go after studs.
Because, all right, so and I guess my brother / sister would fall into that category because was born a man, now living as a woman, and I'm talking, I've gone the whole. I mean, you've seen pictures.
No, but I've heard.
Okay, so I'll show you.
What I'm saying is, this men that act like who are women now, they actually go after women. Because they're so much of a woman, so they feel like they can be a lesbian. Sorry.
Okay. I see why you just fell off your chair.
Oh my god.
I see why you fell off the chair.
The
number here is 458-2488. That is 458-2488. If you want to make a contribution or ask a question, or via WhatsApp, you can either message us or call us via WhatsApp at 721-3303. We're also live on our sister station, GVD TV channel 115. Got us a good morning to all the folks in TV land. Hope you're enjoying this, and we would like to get some contributions. Let me hear what St. Lucia is thinking about this whole situation. We have a scenario at hand which we're trying to, pick apart and look at different aspects or different reasons why our friend would feel the way she feels. Right. She's in a relationship with a woman, of course, a same-sex relationship. She has dated men before. Says she's never quite felt the way she feels now, and is ready to have a child. But guess what? She does not want to have relations with a man to conceive that child. So she's asking, what can she do? Well, I really believe that there's only one real way of having a child.
That's what you believe in?
That's what I believe. It's through the age-old way. It's stood the test of time. And I believe there are families out there who aren't able to conceive, and they have explore different ways of making that happen. If you're in that situation, fine. But I feel that if you're physically able to have a child, then go right ahead and do it the old-fashioned way.
Right. There's a case.
I just heard a story. Go ahead.
There's a case right here in St. Lucia where this stud wanted a baby. She was like, I'm gonna have a baby.
The stud wanted a baby?
Yeah.
And the stud is the man lesbian.
Well, she's single. She's a woman. She said she wants a child. She can't live her life without a child.
So here you go. So then now she's regretting her decision to be a lesbian?
No.
Because I mean, to me, look, if you decided that she
actually has a baby now, just so you know.
Yeah, okay. But to me, if you've decided that you want to be lesbian, right? And be in a same-sex relationship, once you've made that decision, the possibility of conceiving a child is not possible.
But it's not a decision.
It's not possible within that relationship.
Did you hear me, Asylum? It's not a decision for everybody. There are people who choose to be that way, and there are people who are that way.
And still want to carry a child?
She wants a child.
That's like telling me I don't want the cookie. But
that's like telling you I'm not attracted to men. I've never been and I will never be.
That's like telling me that you don't eat cookies, but when your mother make the cookie, you want the dough to lick. You want to lick the pan.
No, that's like telling you I've never been with a man. I don't see myself being with a man. But how can I live my life without having a baby?
No, there's certain things that there's
Asylum.
protocol.
Asylum, no.
Life has protocols.
Asylum.
And
who
protocol for me
are
is,
you to say that?
you know what? To each his own. But for me, this is my opinion.
Okay, well,
my humble opinion.
Asylum's opinion.
Protocol. If you choose to be lesbian, you know two women cannot conceive a child. That should be one of the first thing you should consider.
That's why there are turkey basters.
Turkey baster wasn't made for that.
How do you know that?
It was not made for that.
How do you know that?
It was made for basting the turkey.
Well, isn't she a turkey? she has to go. She has to go in that turkey position.
If you I'm happy that I'm glad that you're the one that said that and not me. It's now 20 minutes on to the hour of 12 o'clock in St. Lucia and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean.
Right.
You can join us every day, Monday to Friday, right here in Hits FM 92.1, 91.1 in the south of the island, and also on GVD TV, channel 115.
Right.
Every day from 11 to 12. Man versus woman.
Woman versus man.
I go by the name of Asylum.
And I'm flawless.
Man versus
woman versus man.
Right here on GVTV and Hits FM. So
let's not do that.
I still believe that you need to stay in your lane. If you've chosen to be a lesbian or you decided that's the lifestyle you want to live your lifestyle. I'm not saying that you can't be an auntie to some kids, but I don't think that if you can't say that you're lesbian and want to have a child, but you don't want to have relationships with a man.
That's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
Okay. So you have to say, in my opinion. Let me tell you.
So you think it's okay?
Whatever
I'm not
makes
saying,
you happy.
Look, I'm not saying that a lesbian can't be a great mother, I'm not saying. I'm just saying that on the other end of the stick, there's going to be a child that's going to have questions that needs to be answered at some point in that child's life.
Really?
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've seen
so you think a child isn't, when it gets to that point where they understand life, isn't going to say, but wait a minute, I have two mummies. What happened here?
The two fairy and something
really?
The baby fairy
really
came
flawless. Flawless, really?
I think he gave me
flawless.
a wish and
flawless.
you popped up.
If you were to if you were to try to pass that to my daughter Sky, who's only 3 years old, she will laugh at you.
For real?
She'll be like, really, Flawless?
Because
seriously?
Your daughter knows too much for her age.
No, I'm just saying that's the way the kids are these days.
No, but let me tell you, Asylum, children aren't stupid.
That's what they are. Exactly.
Children aren't stupid.
So,
my mom is a lesbian. It is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like you said, that's not like
your
before.
mom's a lesbian?
No, that's what the child would say. That's not like before when people were ignorant of those things. It is open. It is everywhere now.
Right. Yep.
You get me? So
there.
Everybody's going to know. And there are lesbian couples and even gay couples who brought up straight children.
Right.
That is what it is. What I'm saying is, if it's a choice, if you chose that lifestyle, then that's different.
That's different.
But
for the people who basically grew up feminine, for the guys who grew up feminine, and the girls who grew up like
masculine
boys and now are living that, they're just basically living what they know.
Right.
So then yes, I can understand that. But there's still other options. Why not adopt?
Because
that child would have come into the world a natural way.
No, but I have So wait. So a lesbian.
Don't turn it back to the camera.
Sorry,
we need to see you.
A lesbian giving birth is not natural.
I didn't say that.
So,
but how is she? The process in which she gets pregnant.
It doesn't matter.
Would become an issue for me.
Doesn't matter. Sometimes she miss a fall. She fall on you and she gets pregnant.
I'm wearing the Superman chain, but I ain't that good. I thank you for the vote. Thank you for the vote, but I ain't that good.
Asylum?
You know what I mean?
Like I said, I don't judge anybody.
No, look, I really not going to tell this young lady not to go after what she believes works for her, right? I'm not going to tell her that because at the end of the day, she has to know how this is going to affect her life.
Right.
What I'm going to tell her though is be careful, as to the decisions you make now.
Right.
Because it comes with a lot of responsibilities.
Yep, it does.
Bearing in mind that a child is a lifelong commitment. A child's worse than a marriage, Because when you can get a divorce and share and split the house in half, you can't really walk away from a child. A child is a long life commitment.
Asylums would.
And in my case, my mother still knows that if she passed the tete by me, I taking it. Right? So I'm still very much attached to my mother. I think I'm more attached to my mother now than I was when I was as a child.
Yeah.
So it's a lifelong commitment, and you know, there's going to be a lot of questions that's going to come that child's way, even when that child becomes of school age and you know sits in class. Classmates are going, well, wait a minute, how come you have two, mommy?
But classmates will not even ask that asylum. What are you talking about?
They do.
Because everybody knows what that is now. Everybody knows. It's not that we don't live in that era anymore. So,
but we live in the era where people are still heavily ridiculing you.
But of course,
I don't think
they still do it.
I'm not saying that they don't.
They still do it. I've seen people say,
"That's a
Daman, so I don't Daman by me. I don't want him by me because he's that way."
I'm just saying that it's not as rampant as it used to be.
It is not as rampant, but it's still there. It still exists. It's still everywhere.
Back to our young lady.
Yes.
I want you to give her your advice. I'm gonna step off the set for a second.
To you. Listen, at the end of the day, you're living your life for only you. You don't have to please anybody besides God and yourself. If that's what you feel that's going to make you happy, that's going to bring you that happiness that you feel you deserve, if that's what that is missing in your life, if that is what you and your partner have decided, hey, we're ready for a child, we're ready to bring a child into this world, don't let me, asylum, your mom, your dad, the past, anybody tell you what to do. Pray about the situation, like I said, because prayer is very important, especially when making decisions like that. Pray about the situation. Make sure that it is the best. It is best for you and for your life and for your partner. If that is what you want, if that's what's going to make you happy, then why not go ahead and do that? You don't need validation from anybody. Basically, it is your happiness. It is your life. Who cares what society thinks? Who cares what your family may think about it? They're gonna accept that grandchild sooner or later. It's going to happen because that is your child. At the end of the day, doesn't matter what process it happened in, whether it's natural or unnatural, insemination or whatever, adoption, whatever the case may be. Whatever makes you happy, do it. Because at the end of the day, it's all up to you. It's for your happiness. But yeah. That's exactly how I see it. You're 26 years old. If you feel like you're at that age where, hey, you're ready for a child, why not do what you have to do, honey? Do what makes you happy. Like I said, you need nobody's validation, nobody's approval of anything.
Right.
Do you? And don't listen to asylum.
You know, well, you see, when you listen to asylum, you get the harsh reality of things. You know, I like to put it out the way it is.
That's asylum's reality.
No. That's the harsh reality. You have to always take that into consideration because with every action there is a consequence, whether it's good or bad. Everything you do,
karma.
Everything you do affects somebody somehow. Always remember that.
Does
yes,
affect
it does.
Somebody?
It does. It does. Okay. Whether you want to admit it or not, or whether it's visible to you or not, everything you do affects someone. So I always tell people, whenever you make decisions that are out of the norm, right? You have to always look at it from every possible angle and make wise decisions. Now, coming from Asylum himself, I would be the one to tell you, do whateyou think is best for you.
Right.
Representing for my males out there, as man versus woman, I'm carrying the male flag. I would say we fellas don't like to see when women do these things.
Yeah, duh.
We don't like to see women do these things. We fellas do not really totally agree with lesbians, and we don't, because in a lot of ways for some fellas it's competition. We're vying for the same thing. Right? And trust me, y'all taking away some good women. Y'all taking some good women out of the brothers' hands. The brothers them not liking it. So
that's funny.
This is coming from the boys.
Right.
All right. We don't believe that it's right that or natural that a woman conceive a child other than the way it's supposed to be done, which is a male and a female coming together, in glorious harmony and create a being.
All right.
Anything else? And you have to listen to the term that they've medically termed it as artificial
insemination.
Just think of artificial. Yes, you will have a healthy baby.
Right.
You can grow a healthy baby, a healthy child to become a healthy human being.
But what?
But what is that child gonna think 20 years, 30 years down the road when they really sit down and wait a minute, you're telling me boy, I wasn't really conceived by a man and a woman? There must be something that would put you.
If the doctor was male,
then Flawless. I'm gonna throw you off the set this morning.
Hey, I cried.
But there's gonna be a lot of unanswered questions.
Right.
And sometimes these questions go unanswered for an entire lifetime.
Sometimes, but I mean, everybody's open about everything now. Like everything is right there. No,
maybe we're too open. Maybe we're too open now. I think. I mean, you're seeing so many things happening where, with gay and the whole gay and lesbian movement. Now, you have a school in Ireland, and we know that they've always had the kilts, which is a part of their tradition. But that's different. The school has just announced that it's going to allow boys that feel that they are females to dress in the girls' uniform. That's wrong.
Why is it wrong?
Because it's wrong. Even at that age, if they have an inclination that they might be gay or lesbian, wait until they're old enough to make that decision, especially legally. The school system should not support that. I'm not saying that they have to bash it,
but there are schools when they don't support it, it brings a lot of backlash, a lot of
why? Because we want our cake and we want to eat it too. You know what is happening now is that before we used to make laws to govern people, now people are taking governing the laws.
It's true. Salam, let me tell you.
I'm not saying that. I'm not bashing. I don't ever bash.
You just giving your opinion and you just saying.
I'm a very respectful person.
Because
my thing is, I have a lot of gay friends. I have a lot of lesbian friends, and they bring me respect, and I do the same. I have no problem walking down the street talking to anybody at any point in time. I've never been like that.
Right.
I have members of my own family that are in same-sex relationships.
Right.
But I'm just saying that I think we're giving away too much of our human principles.
Right. I get that, but I just feel like
I've also seen women that decided, oh hey, I'm lesbian now, I don't want nothing to do with a man, and then down the road you see them back with a man, what to you? And then they've made decisions that are irreversible in their life, and then they have to find a way now to cope with that in the new relationships and all that. So again, be careful as to the decisions you make.
Definitely be careful.
If you feel that you've thought about this and this is something that you want to do,
that's the thing.
And you've kind of fast forward your life in your mind and ask yourself, okay, 20 years from now, when that child's a young adult, right, and that child has certain issues or questions, have you thought of how you would handle answering these questions? So you have to look at the big picture.
Yeah,
it's not doing these things is not something that you can just take back to the store and say, guess what, they didn't erase size.
I just think that what you just said, there's not even an issue anymore. Like about the child asking, because everybody knows what it is.
No, but even though you know, you
20 years from now, that's a grown child. That's an adult.
Let me tell you something about how the mind works. Even though growing up, you would have had many classes in school, I come across many articles on the internet. There's gonna be a day, even though you know the facts, when you're gonna have to want to hear it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah.
Okay. And that's what I'm talking about.
Definitely, there are times you would, but
that's what I'm talking about.
There are people who would not even ask because I know what it is. It's I know I have two mothers or I know I have two fathers.
There are times
that's who raised
some
me.
questions, even when you know the answer, you still have to hear the answer.
I don't. Well, some, but I don't think that is one. That's
I
it's
think so.
obvious what it is.
I do think so.
Not everybody is entitled to their own
Opinion. All right, so let's do the scenario real quick again, and then we'll just kind of do we still have our questions.
Oh, we have questions.
You have questions? Yay!
So,
my favorite part of the show.
Yeah, so this is how we dealt with this situation. I said, just do what makes you happy.
I think so too.
Asylum says yes, but at the end of the day, there are morals, there are laws, principles that everyone should follow.
Right.
Yeah, I agree with that, but I'm still saying it's all up to you. Do you?
All right.
So I have about
Question number
3
1.
questions. It says,
Right, my favorite part of the show.
It says, is it okay to bad talk your ex with your significant other?
Never okay.
It is
never okay.
It really is.
I believe I always tend to when in a relationship, I tend to always say, whilst your past is important, it's not important to bring it into your present.
It is not. It is not your person's.
Right, and
it's not your person.
The thing is.
Business, sorry. It's not a business. That's your past.
I wouldn't really put it that way. There's some things that, hey, I want to know about you, that, but
bad talk your ex.
Well, no, bad talking. I would never ever.
Probably, your ex is with a guy now. You think that's like lower than you, and you're like,
right? Yeah.
You didn't see Zanik?
Yeah.
Zanik checking Jacoby. Jacob, you checking?
Yeah. No, that just shows that you're still obsessed with that person.
Yeah, it does.
I think whether that person went down in terms of quality, right, or went up in quality, that's their choice.
All right.
There's no way. I mean, the person could be saying the same thing about, boy, glad I get rid of you.
Right.
And you have yourself on that pedestal.
Yeah.
Now, relationships are funny. I believe that a man and a woman together should spend their time wisely, and to use your time to discuss an ex to the point where it might come across as bad talking. You need to understand that isn't going to get you anywhere, because the time that you used to do that is time that you could have used to better the position that you're in right now. We also want to say good morning to the folks over at Carol's Kitchen. Right. If you're in Cass Streets and you're looking for somewhere to have lunch today, check out Carol's Kitchen. They're located on what street they're located on again?
St. Louis Street.
St. Louis Street. You remember, right? All right. On the menu today, they have grilled fish, Creole fish, garlic fish, and steamed fish. They also have baked chicken, stewed chicken, stewed lamb, right? Stewed wings, and I'm not seeing this clearly. What is that?
Okay, so
yeah. Fish. Okay, so you can get fries by the portion, chicken and fries, fish and fries, all served with sides of potato pie, brown rice, dasheen sweet potatoes, fried plantain, lentils, and a tossed salad. You can also get a nice glass of local juice to wash it all down. Starts at $4 and up, and that's at Carol's Kitchen on
St. Louis Street,
St. Louis Street and Cass Street.
All right. Want to pick up the guys over at Club Red Sports Bar and Lounge, Mr. Dax Stoyer, Emily, Trayvon, Mr. Kato, the cocktail specialist. Big up yourself. Yeah, but I want to leave a question for tomorrow. You
leaving a question?
Yes.
She's leaving a question.
It says, can someone be in love with more than one person at the same time?
I can answer that right now. Real quick. Let me answer it.
We're leaving that for tomorrow.
Come on.
No.
I want to answer.
The time in St. Lucia and the rest of the Eastern Caribbean is what? 11:59 a.m.
We gotta say goodbye to our listeners at GVD TV.
Yes,
it was a pleasure. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. You can join us tomorrow from 11 a.m.
From 11 to 12.
And join Dr. Secret and Lady Diane the Nurse from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on GVD TV and right here on Hits FM 92.1 in the north, 91.1 in the south of the island. Your boy Asylum alongside Flawless.
Yes.
It's man versus woman.
Flawless alongside Asylum.
Man versus woman.
Y'all versus man.
Don't listen to nothing she says. Don't listen to nothing. Every day we try to shed light on each other. Male, we have a lot of questions that we like to ask women. And some men never get around to it.
Right.
So they send me the questions and I'll ask them.
Well, I was just going to say, for if you have any questions that you want to send to us, we have a WhatsApp text platform open, 721-3303. Send in as many questions as you want. We're going to address all of them. I'm going to make it interesting. Yeah. It is what it is. This is what we do. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. Yeah. Yes, I gave Asylum a lot of licks today.
No, I don't know about licks there. I don't know about licks there because, I mean, to me, each to each his own. Again, the young lady needs to just weigh her options and really think of the future.
I think just
think
do
outside
what makes
the box.
you happy.
Yeah.
Girl, do you didn't even have to ask us. Just do your thing. You should have done that secretly, right? Privately. Privately. All right, just do your thing, girl. Nobody's worried about that anymore. Yeah, so bye, guys.
See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.
Make me put it in, make me put it in, make me put it in, make me put it in.